Everybody, I'm back. I'm very happy I am back. I really thought I was going to chicken out and not do this video. To save time, I've already done my foundation, concealer, and powder, and my eyebrows. What I used for my foundation was the Maybelline Hydro Smooth Fit Me. I absolutely love it. It's in shade 115 Ivory. I'm very pale. Funny story about foundations. It took me so many tries to figure out which one was best suited for me and my skin. And the looks that I like. I really like looks where I don't have to use a lot of foundation. It's very sheer, so you can still see my freckles, even though you can't see a lot of them on my camera. But hopefully by the next video, I'll have a better camera and you'll actually be able to see all the freckles that I enjoy. What I use the foundation for is just to smooth out a lot of the redness in my skin that I get in my cheeks that aren't blush. So it's really fun. I really enjoy that. What I used for concealer was also Maybelline's Fit Me in shade Fair. That's number 15. I absolutely love this. I'm also a fan of CoverGirl, but I found this works the most for me. What I used on my face for powder is Milani's face powder. You can see I've used it so much, like it's almost gone. It's in shade 2 light to medium, so that just kind of helps set everything for me. My eyebrows, I use this eyebrow pencil by Annabelle. It pretty much matches my hair color. My eyebrows are a mousy color. Don't enjoy it. So I use that, and to make everything kind of stay in place for them, I use the Essence Lash / Eyebrow Gel. I noticed lately that I was getting some form of evil Disney character eyebrows, so that just keeps them in shape. I've already primed my eyes with using the NYX HD eye primer. I really enjoy it. I always prime and let it go first, just so it has time to dry and I'm not getting anything like any clumps in the creases of my eyes. So now that I've done all that, just to save time, I'm going to go in with a new blush I just bought by Essence, Satin Touch blush. Satin Touch. I can't even talk tonight. It's the Satin Touch blush. It's a really nice, like, satiny, rosy color. I absolutely love it. It has a little bit of a shine to it, but that does not mean I'm not going to use a highlighter because you gotta glow. So this one's called Satin Love. I'm absolutely in love with Essence. Like, everything I've picked up so far from blush to eyeshadow, like, they've done so well, and they're extremely affordable. I use a lot of drugstore makeup brands, and this is my new favorite. So what I'm going to do, since I don't have a little mirror well, I have a little compact, but it doesn't really do much for me. So I usually use a eyeshadow palette mirror, and while I'm getting ready at my kitchen table to get everything set up. Like, I have another more focused mirror, but it won't fit here, so oh well. So let's do this blush. Using my laptop as a tray. Sometimes it's what they're good for. So I like to make a little bit of kind of like a duck face at the mirror, and then that way I can see my cheekbones. I have a little bit of a chubby cheek, so sometimes that just helps. Love this color. It's a very warm color. I also like to stipple the brush just a little bit. I find it spreads the pigment more on my cheeks. So we'll get the other side. I tried to make them look like twins, not sisters. just gonna add a little more color. I mean, like, it's not gonna hurt nothing. This brings out a redness I don't mind. It's slightly shiny too, so it helps. I am a person that loves shiny things. So I like to take this brush just to kind of clean up the lines on the blush and everything. Most times I'll dip it back into my Milani just to, you know, make things a little bit blendier. That's not really a word. I'm making stuff up as I go. So kind of. I would contour, but I'm really not quite sure how to do that yet. So I'm still learning. I watch many tutorials, so hopefully I'll finally actually get it. Because every time I try, I just look like one of those strange Victorian dolls. It's just not... It's not good or healthy for anybody to see, really. So that's good. So what I'm going to use for highlighter is the L'Oreal Lumi. I absolutely love this. It's called True Match. All the colors in this are like, you get 4 different colors, like 4 different shades. I'll take one of my brushes. You have the white one, which is kind of like a better shimmer. And then you have a peachy, kind of rosy, it's very light, but it's so pretty. And then I have this a little bit darker, rosy one, and then a lot darker highlighter on top, which kind of matches in with, kind of makes its own blush, which is kind of nice if you want to go a little bit blinding. But today I'm going to just go with a mix between the 2 ones in the middle. I find that gives me the best... Especially with this blush, I like to mix them in with the blush, and it just makes everything just kind of pop. So I'll take my little eyeshadow palette mirror again, and just go in. I like to start at kind of like right to the middle of the eye, right on my cheekbone there, and I like to pull it down, like just kind of mix it in with the blush. I know you're supposed to use a fan brush for it, but when you are living on a budget, sometimes you just work with what you got. Well, no, I can't say you can ever use too much highlighter. Trust me on that one. Like, look at that. Even in this camera, it's blinding. Love it. So we'll just do the same for the other side. I like this brush because it gives me a little bit more precision. I mean, a fan brush is usually the standard brush that you use, but like I said, when you're living on a budget, you get what you can. And I like to do the center of my nose and right at the end, right at the tip there. And the Cupid's bow. I kind of do a light dusting because, let's face it, you're going to be eating and drinking coffee all day. That's just going to come off there. Unless you learn how to drink coffee from a straw, and trust me, it doesn't work. I've tried it. It's just a scary situation. So now that blush highlight's done, I am going to move on to my eyes. So what I'm going to be using on my eyes today is 3 different eyeshadow palettes. I'm going to be using the Jeffree Star Beauty Killer, and I'm using 2 shades from that, and those shades are this tan one, Courtney, and this one here named Vanity. Courtney and Vanity go into the crease and the outer side. Another palette I'm using is my Urban Decay Electric. That's upside down. It is true to name, and it's neat. It comes with its own little brush. I'm going to blind people here. I'm sorry. but it's so bright and I love using all of it. The one that's actually glowing is a chrome. So, I'm going to start out using my little blender brush, and just take Courtney and just, that sounds so bad, but like the color's name is Courtney, and just put that right into my crease. And you want to make sure it's like an even color as much as possible. I get most people are trying to get to work and trying to get your makeup on as fast as you can, so I don't know what, I keep blocking my face from you guys. I'm sorry. Okay. So now that the color Courtney is inside your crease, just kind of blend that out more. Probably looks like it's on my eyelid as well. I have a very hooded eye, so it's kind of like, it just goes everywhere. And then you just work with what you got. So now that that shade's in, I go in with the shade Vanity, and I take it to the corner of my eye here. And what I like to do with it is just kind of blend it into the top. So I take my little blender end, and I take some of that Courtney, and I just blend the Vanity and Courtney together. And I never do one eye and then the other. I always just go to the next eye over. Like you have more than two eyes, you know. And just do the same thing as I've done in the other eye. Like, seriously, I have a problem. Like, this eye always looks better. I'm wondering if it's because this is the bigger eye. And if things aren't really, like I said, this eye, lovely. The first eye I did, it looks good, but there's just something that happens. Like like friggin' Bermuda Triangle happens. And I bring that towards the middle. And I kind of made it a little bit more shadowy than I wanted it to be. So this is where I usually would go in with my Milani. And I would take the little squishy pad that's inside of it, take some of the powder, and kind of just fix it up around there, because like it really works. Like I do this all the time. So it doesn't look like it's coming out too far, but yet it's still creating the look that you want. It's definitely the smaller eye. So now that I'm done with this palette, I'm going to move on to use the Urban Decay. And the color that I'm going to be using out of the Urban Decay, I'm going to be using two different ones, but the main color right now is it's this green. It's called Freak. Absolutely adore it. Like, if I feel like I've had this palette forever, like it has not, I've had it for months and I still have it. So you gotta love the product. It lasts forever. So what I do with the green or Freak is take it from the inner corner and I just bring it out. Like I even take it up into my crease to mix in with the Courtney shade there. And then I just kind of drag the color right into Vanity. Because by the end of it, you want this kind of iridescent, it's just pretty. Like, I've worn this look this eyeshadow look so many times. Like, it's one of my favorites. And if you want, you can also make it a Hulk look too. That takes a little bit, well, it doesn't take a little bit more time, but it takes a lot of purple and green. You don't know if you're the Hulk or the Joker after. You're going to feel like a little bit of both. So I take it and I kind of just pat the brush as well, because where this is more of a pigment than a shadow, you know, I just pack it onto your eye. And by the time you get to Vanity, it ends up looking like this really pretty iridescent color. So we'll do the same to this eye. And you kind of just blend all the colors. It just kind of, like I said, it just has a pretty effect after. So now that we're done with, well, Freak, I like to go in with this other one at the end. This one here, it's kind of like a limey yellow-green. It's very sparkly. And what I do is take it in and I put it right in the corner of the eye. I find it, well, the eye look is already really bright, but like it really makes your inner corner pop there. That looks wicked. So now that we're done with the Urban Decay, we're pretty much done with the eyeshadow. Like, I do use eyeshadow with my eyeliner. I find it just makes it a lot more smoother lines, and I absolutely adore it. So what I'm going to do is use my little compact now and take my black eyeliner, and it's literally NYC, like I just got this at Walmart. I'm pretty sure I've had this forever. I always end up using brown, but okay, so these parts are done. We'll do the waterline. Key, like again, the key is just to pull gently down. You don't want to pull too hard, because like you'll just give yourself more wrinkles. You can even use your beauty blender or any kind of foam blender that you're using just to gently pull this down. So eyeliner is almost done. Like, I have it all on, but what I really like to do is take a angle brush And what I normally end up doing is taking like the color that corresponds with the eyeliner. Like I have this NYX palette, Golden Horizons. I've had it forever. Okay, I can't say forever, but I've had it for a while. Like that one of the colors is like pretty much gone. So what I do is I take like little bit of the eyeshadow and I just bring it across the eyeliner. I find it just kind of blends it in, like it blends it in a little bit more and it gives it a little bit more of shine. Okay, so my eyeliner is now finished. What I need to do now is mascara and lips. So I'm going to have to bring up my big mirror for my mascara because I can't hold a compact and do that at the same time. Like I said, I'll end up stabbing my eyes and I don't want to do that. So now I'm using the So Lashy by CoverGirl. I finally am going to do it. I just opened the package today. So we'll just go in there and hopefully it does everything that I want it to. You hear meow in the background. That's just the kitten Dixon. He's not being paid attention to, so he feels like he needs to interrupt life. And I'm pretty sure in a few moments here I'm going to hear more than see that all my makeup is out of the makeup bag. Okay, yeah, I do love this. Holds a lot of product in the wand. But it has a lot of little spikes on this little ball tip that's just, it's awesome. Like, it gets everything that you need. Although I am slightly afraid that I'm going to stab myself with the pointy ball tip. That sounded funny. Okay, I absolutely love it. Like, I have no complaints about this at all. Except for my own being afraid of stabbing myself in the eye. Which is, I believe, is a good, healthy fear. So, now that I'm done of my face, I go in and I'm going to do my lips. I always do a lip liner. This is the new Maybelline Color Sensational. It is in color shade Totally Toffee. And for lipstick, I'll be using Jeffree Star's Velour Liquid Lip in shade Leo. So let's go in and give this a shot. Finish this up. Okay, now that I get the liner on, now it's just pretty much coloring within the lines. Sounds easy, but sometimes it's not. So I always love to give these just a little bit of a shake. Doesn't really do anything, I just feel like it does. Okay, I'm all done. Well, not quite. Still gotta do some setting spray. And for setting spray, I'll be using the L'Oreal Infallible. I work an 8:30 to 5:30-ish job. It works. I love it. Nothing crumbles, nothing cracks, everything looks great. Like, I can't complain. But I'm really excited to see what Milani's new one is because totally in love with that brand. So let's... Word of the wise, do not open your mouth when this is happening. It tastes awful. Done it before. So once we've got our setting spray done, let's just take my clip out. And that is all. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you really enjoyed it. Next week I'm doing kind of like a popsicle kind of look. Hopefully I have a better camera by then and everything's a little bit more seen. Again, thank you everybody for watching and have a great weekend and have a wonderful week. Bye.